All right, gang, this is number 17 on Rick Beato's top 20 list of electric guitar introductions. This is Cream's Sunshine of Your Love. Hey gang, well that one's always fun and a good one, scratch that, a great one to know for jam tunes. I ought to do the solo coming up soon. I will. But anyway, we'll talk through the tone a little bit and how you can play around with the tone, and we'll go through the lick, right? So you'll get them both, all right? So here it is coming up. As always, if you like this one, go ahead and click the like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe for a couple of these every single week. We'll see you in just a second. All right, gang. Let's go through this. We'll go through the lick and its variants. But first things first, I wanted to talk through the woman tone. And I don't claim by any stretch of the imagination that I nailed it. Oh, I should say, by the way, if you want to go straight to the lick, I put the time in the description, so you can just click that and get directly to that time if you want to skip the stuff about the tone. However, if you don't, let's talk a little bit about that. So, you know, a lot is put into getting the exact gear and all that kind of stuff. I don't think you need to do that because, let's face it, you're not going to get, I'm not going to get, I don't have Eric Clapton's fingers, so I'm not going to get exactly the same sound that he got. I'm just trying to approximate it and get it to sound good and get it to have that sort of wailing sound that he had, especially when he plays bends. You know, just to get that. And so I just want to show you a couple of tricks that I use to get there. First of all, I'm using a classic amp voicing on my amp modeler. Now, you know right away, if it's an amp modeler, it's not going to be the same as a real tube amp cranked at super high volume. But I'm playing in a small room, and it's just not going to happen. All right? So that's that. I've got a classic voicing, touch of reverb, nothing more. And then, key thing, whatever guitar you've got, I don't care if it's a Les Paul. I think that I've read that he played a Les Paul on that recording, although he played the Fool, you know, that SG that he had quite a bit back then, and got the woman tone on that. And then later, obviously, use Strats. Whatever guitar you're using, what I've done is I started out by flipping it to the middle switch and then setting the tone knobs all the way to 0. That's how I started out. And then to tweak it, basically you have a number of different things that you can tweak, and I want to show you what those things are to tweak the sound differently. First of all, you can go to your amp and tweak the guitar's EQ. If it's too trebly, take a little bit of that off. If it's not mid-rangey enough, add a little bit, etc. The second thing you can do is you can change the blend on the pickups. So if you want a little less of the neck pickup, you can turn that one down. If you want a little bit less on the treble, on the bridge pickup, you can turn that one down. All right. And the last thing that you can do is you can tweak the tone knobs just a little bit, but you got to keep them really low to keep that sort of nasal tone. All right. So I found for me that the treble pickup worked the best, I thought, to approximate the sound. You may differ in your opinion, and by all means, tweak it how you would like to have it tweaked. There's two other secret weapons that you can keep in your repertoire. The first is, if you have a distortion pedal, you can set the gain on the distortion pedal all the way to 0 and just have it affect the tone. And just going through that distortion pedal makes a big difference. So here it is with it off. And here it is with it on, gain of 0. It's a little more nasally and maybe a little more trebly. You obviously have another tone control on that, so you can play around with that. Last thing that you can do, and it's great for the solos anyway, is you can use your wah pedal. So here it is with the wah pedal off. And here it is with the wah pedal on. And obviously you can move that wah pedal around and leave it sort of stationary. That's way too much treble now. But you can play around with that if you like, and obviously it's super cool for the solos. All right, anyway, enough fun, and just play around till you get a tone that you enjoy on this one. Now let's go to the riff itself. Okay, for the riff itself, we're going to start out, this is basically a blues in D, a minor sort of blues in D. And the riff is going to be basically this D on the 10th fret down to the C and back. That's what it's basically going to be. All right, and then there's a walk down, so it's... Now we're going to play it on a different place, but that's basically the tonality. So here's the lick itself. The first couple times it's played as a single string riff. Okay, so right up here we're going to play on the 12th fret, this D on the 4th string, on the D string, 12th fret. Okay, so one more time. All right, now, I'm sure somebody's going to point out, oh, you didn't get the exact way that he played it or whatever. To me, to try and get Cream exact is kind of hilarious because they were such a jam band. You want to get the feel of it? Absolutely. You want to get it close? Absolutely. But to say, oh, man, that second time around he does this instead of just once. Use that at your discretion, okay? So I think he does on the first one, goes like this. Okay, more important is that very often you're tweaking this this one on the 5th string, 8th fret, just up maybe an 8th, like a blues player does. And then coming down to the 10th on the 6th string. All right, so that's that. After that, you're going to play this. All right, so what is that? Very simple. We're just playing this. This is a D7, basically, okay? And then going down to C7, back up to D7. Now, it's not quite that because what's happening is I'm using my first finger to lightly deaden the 4th string. So I'm only playing string 6, 5, and 3. And I think because you're only playing those 3, it lets that 3rd string really ring out, and you can hear it so well in the recording. And it helps to enhance what's going on just a little bit. Okay, so that's what that is right there. So you're playing a D7, but you're playing only strings 6, 5, and 3. So that would be on the 6th string 10, on the 5th string 12, and on the 3rd string 11. And you're Xing out the 4th string. And then, of course, just 2 frets down. Okay, same drop down. And now you're playing very classic riff now. So this is just a double stop right here, or you can play it as, you can play all three. But you're playing, generally speaking, you're playing on the 12th fret, barring across on the 4th and 3rd strings. And then you're playing on the 3rd string 10, and tweaking that just a little bit, tweaking it up, and ending up on the 12th string, 4th fret, or 4th string. 4th string, 12th fret, not the 12th string. All right, so let's put that whole thing together. Okay, that's played a zillion times, and then of course in the regular, or not a zillion, but I think 8 times, at least the first time through. And then after that, you're gonna, when the blues moves you, you're gonna go up to this right here. Okay, so that is basically just a power chord, G, going to an F back to a G. So we're playing on the 5th string 10, 4th string 12, 3rd string 12, and then drop 2 frets, that is, and back. And now you're just walking down, same walk down pattern, but just one string up. Do that twice and then come back to your... All right, the only thing that's left is the end, and that's... All right, so this one is actually a little bit more than a power chord. We're just going to play an A. Basically, this is your regular A chord. And because you want it to be extra full, just play all strings 5 through 1. Then a C, a G, and back again to the A. Right? All right, and then just at the end, it's just a bunch of A's. All right, so I encourage you to have a lot of fun with this one. Don't sweat it to say, oh, does he thwack it twice or does he thwack it once? Just keep in time and play what you want to play there. You want to do instead of, it's fine. It's good. All right, it's rock and roll. Okay, gang, there you go. Eric Clapton with Cream, Sunshine of Your Love. That's one of them, one of the key ones. Like I said, we'll do the solo coming up, but what a great song, what a great riff to know. Not too hard either. Okay, we'll see you on down the road.